Our family has been living in India for over a year, so we felt like it was high time for us to take our first family road trip here. In addition to inciting the ADD of children and fraying the nerves of their parents, road trips in America have often meant eating McDonald's French fries, dozing off in the back seat, singing along with songs you'd never admit to in public, and getting lost more than Dad would like to admit. On our first Indian road trip, we covered all those bases, but in India, it's the little unexpected things that serve as the masala spice of road trip life.
Motorcycle playing chicken.
So put on your seatbelt, or don't, and join us in this special family road trip edition of Digital Numkey. To start off, let me introduce you to Steve, my boss, who runs a tourism travel company named Palanquin Tours, with whom I've been working since I arrived in India. Steve and his wife Ellen have been living in India for over a decade, but they just bought their first brand new car since they entered India, the legendary Mahindra Scorpio, so this road trip would be the proving ground for him. I say him because they chose to name the Scorpio Spartacus in honor of one of their favorite movies, That Thing You Do. Before setting off, we decided to take bets on how long it would take us to reach our destination.
It's 9:15, I said 12:52.
I said 12:53.
I'm gonna say 1:30.
Oh, I'm gonna say 1:33.
Oh, evil.
1:45.
I'm always impressed by the types of things people are able to carry and the ways in which they're able to carry them. Another thing that can be interesting is learning about the diversity of religious opinions on the roads. Most autos and transfer trucks, and sometimes even personal vehicles, have some saying with special significance. On this trip, I tried to capture as many as I could because an examination of these sayings is a window into the many diverse cultures India has to offer. Not all of these sayings are religious, however. Some are personal, some are proverbial. Since I don't want to bog the video down too much, I'm going to rocket right through them. Sant Kripa Tanu Rat. Blessings of the saint be upon Tanu's chariot. And you thought this was just an auto rickshaw. Which saint? No clue. Saint Baba Nagpal Ji Ki Jai, who was priest of the Chhatarpur Temple in South Delhi, which used to be the largest temple in South Asia, for a time was frequented by Indira Gandhi. Two here dealing with Sri Shyam, Jai Sri Shyam, which means Hail Lord Shyam, and Shyam Ki Divani, which I think basically means crazy for Shyam. Shyam is also known as Barbariki, who was a character from the Mahabharata. He received the name Shyam from Krishna in honor of his prowess and sacrifice. There's a temple in Rajasthan that's dedicated to him, so it's no wonder that his name is more prevalent there. So here, Ma Ki Ashirvad, meaning the blessing of the mother, and again here, referring to the motherly essence of God, which I've discussed in another video about Vaishno Devi. Pirvahi Dilayahum, which was the title of a movie and a saying, which means I've come back with the same heart. Samay se pehle bhagya se zyada kabhi kuch nahi milta. Very roughly translated, no one gets what they want before it is faded. I need a break after that. How about a roadside music scenery montage?
Can you say again what we just saw there, Steve?
We just saw a guy on the side of the road selling beach towels as we head towards Rajasthan, which is basically desert. And he had a Hello Kitty towel and a Pittsburgh Steelers towel. Because, of course, there are a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans here in India.
One of the things most visitors to India really love about it is the color. And on the roadways, especially when you get out to the countryside, the colors really do pop. On this trip, we were surprised by the number of neon-colored saris and dupettas being worn by many of the village women. And as you may have noticed during the slogan sequence, the vibrant colors of the transfer trucks are often just as lively. And it's not just the women who represent with some bright colors. I'm not sure if I've ever seen more love for purple and pink from men than I have in India, and this dude is straight up swag. Roads in North India are coming along much better these days. There's some great new additions like the Yamuna Expressway, but driving here today I think will make most Americans feel nostalgic for the interstate system, because if you don't have a nice toll road to get on, your journey may look something like this. Notice all those trucks? This is the shortest route, so that's the one these trucks have to take.
What you would have if you took the modern trucking industry in the United States and sent it back through time to the Wild West.
Of course, songs to sing while you're traveling is part of road trip life, so I shared two that were part of my family's heritage. I wrote one of them. I think it's going to go platinum.
What?
The song I just sang for you.
No.
Home's a
Why
pie.
not?
Home's a pie. That's all I know.
That's it. And it just repeats over and over and over. I mean, it has a whole melodic structure, but my mom came up with her own song and it went like this. Fauna, fauna, fishes of the sea.
Flora.
Flora is
plant life. Fauna is small animals.
Fauna and flora. Flora and fauna.
Deer.
But now it's fishes of the
Now
sea.
fishes are fauna.
No, fishes are not fauna. Sorry. Sorry there, Mrs. Suze.
Upon reaching the small village of Patan in Rajasthan, a guide on a motorcycle was dispatched to show us the way. Our destination was Patan Mahal, a centuries-old palace which had been recently refurbished into a resort. Really didn't know what to expect, but I was hoping that this looming fort on the highest ridge had something to do with it. But in order to find out, you're going to have to tune into the next episode of Digital Numpkin. We rounded one corner in the village and saw this. I have seen elephants before, but in the middle of a tiny village's narrow gully while in a vehicle? Yeah, that was a first. We were in for an even bigger surprise when we pulled up to the Mahal itself. A whole crew of servants awaited us as if we were coming to a grand ball in some British period drama.
Gorgeous, huh?
What have we gotten ourselves into here?
As for our bets about how long it would take,
12:52.
12:53.
133.
1:45.
3 o'clock.
Ellen was closest, but I think the roads were. So next time on Digital Numpkin, join us as we take a tour of the palace itself, discover some beautiful views, take an adventure or two, and of course happen upon some of the local wildlife.
Fauna.
All this and more on the next episode of Digital Numpkin.